What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So if you guys don't know, I own a 2023 G80 M3 Competition X-Drive. That of course is the car right behind me. And there's something I think BMW absolutely nailed on this car. Something that this car gets a lot of compliments for. So this being a competition, you get the competition style wheels. I got them in the bi-color, so they're both like silver and black. Some people get them all black. Personally, guys, I actually like the bi-color because I feel like it makes the wheels pop more. Unfortunately though, there's a few downfalls for these wheels. One, they're an absolute pain to keep clean, which we will address in the future. That's not what we're addressing today. And that's not entirely the wheel's fault. It's kind of the wheel's fault because it's so intricate and such a pain to clean. However, these brake pads produce so much brake dust that it's just like, even though I washed this car, I kid you not guys, like a few days ago, it is already caked and brake dust. But we're not going to be addressing that today anyways. We will in the future. But something that I don't like about these wheels is the fitment. Just like most factory cars, these wheels are super sunken in. So that of course means we're going to be installing wheel spacers today. So huge shout out and thank you to Keys Motorsports for sending these out to me. If you guys want these or any other sizes, links will be down in the description below. Wheel spacers are a great, almost like DIY beginner mod. They're super easy to install. There's very little that you can get wrong on them. So that should be a pretty quick and easy install for today, but stay tuned to the end of the video, guys, because I'm gonna give you some sneak peeks on what else I have for this G80 M3 because thankfully, we're finally starting to ramp things up again. Huge shout out again to Keys Motorsports. Now that it's getting nice out, we're starting to do a lot more mods on the G80 M3 again. So I have one sitting in the garage right now, which I'm not gonna install today, but I wanna show you guys. But for now, guys, let's just quickly knock out these wheel spacers. All right, so here are the wheel spacers for today, again, from Keys Motorsports. Now, if you guys can tell, if you look at the side over here, both of these are 15 mils. So we're gonna be doing 15 mil spacers in the front as well as the rear. Now I will say, I have actually tried 15 mil spacers on this car before. It's a long story, won't get into that, but I know on the rear, we're gonna be totally fine. It's not gonna rub. I can tell you guys right now though, the front is definitely gonna rub. But thankfully, it's not too bad, and we'll talk about that a little more later on. I might address it today because there is a fix for it, or I might leave that for another day, depending on how long this takes me. But if you guys are thinking about doing this yourselves, just keep in mind 15 mils on the front, they will rub and you will have to do some like additional work to make it work. By the way, for anyone who's wondering, yes, these are hub centric. You guys can see the ring right over there. They do have the slits right over here on the side, which help you take them off once you have them on the car, just in case they get seized. And yes, they do come with extended lugs as well, so don't worry. This is the safe and proper way to install wheel spacers on your BMW or pretty much any other car. All right, so this isn't gonna be a DIY on how to install wheel spacers on your car because honestly, I made a few videos about that already. So if you guys really wanna see that, go check out one of those other videos. But for now, we're just gonna fast forward through this. We're gonna throw these on the car. So although this isn't gonna be a DIY, something I will say, guys, to make your life easier now and in the future, get a wheel aligner pin, whatever you wanna call this. You basically just thread this into one of the things over there, and this will help you line up the wheel spacer as well as the wheel. Just hold everything in place. Other thing is anti-seize. Although we have the slits on the wheel spacers to take them out more easily, anti-seize will just make your life easier whenever you want to take off your wheel as well as the wheel spacer. Now this should go without saying, but do not reuse your original lug bolts, guys, because they're just way too short. They're not gonna get enough like thread in there. So make sure you use the extended ones that come with the wheel spacers. They're longer than the OEM ones to compensate for the extra space of the spacer. So please be safe, use the right ones. And just like that, one corner is done, and already, guys, this thing looks so much better. Now, I will show you comparison between this and the other side, which is still OEM, but let's just finish this entire side. But yeah, with that said, let's just go knock out the front one real quick. Now, this is the one that's gonna rub. So there's a little more to talk about here, guys. I'll explain exactly what's gonna rub and what you can do to potentially resolve it. Now, for me, sun might be going down soon, so I might not resolve it today. But for now, I'm just gonna take the wheel off, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so I got the wheel off. Now let me show you guys something really quickly. So inside the wheel line, you guys can see you have this like almost vent thing over here for your auxiliary radiator. Not sure how you can see it because of the lighting, but if you have a wheel spacer, once you turn your wheel pretty much like full lock, your wheel, your tire is gonna rub against those fins. Remember how I mentioned to you guys that I actually was running 15 mil spacers before? Well, now you can see exactly how I know that that's a fact. It sucks, and I kind of destroyed my fender liner, but it is what it is. Honestly, what a lot of people end up doing is just cutting these fins. That way you have a little more clearance. So as much as I would love to knock that out right now, all I have is just a normal blade. So I want to try to get something better to cut this, and I'll maybe come back and knock it out another day. But just a heads up, guys, if you do run these 15 mils, you are gonna rub, you are gonna destroy your fender liner unless you destroy it yourself, which I guess either way, it ends up getting destroyed. All right, so both driver's side wheel spacers are on. Again, it was super easy, only takes a few minutes, especially if you have power tools. Now I still have to do the passenger side, but I intentionally waited on that one because I wanna show you guys the difference between OEM and the wheel spacers on, and at that point you can decide if you want bigger or smaller, or if you guys think this is just right. So for now, let's start off with the rear. Again, this is the side that has the wheel spacer on it. Hopefully I can get some nice angles so you guys can see just what it looks like. And this is the side that has nothing. You guys can tell just how much more sunken in it looks. Now, just right off the bat, my opinion, guys, the 15 mils in the rear are pretty much perfect. I would not go any bigger. I wouldn't go any smaller. I think this is like the only way to do it. Again, just my opinion, but to me, this looks perfect. It's not poking out of the fender, or rather the quarter panel, but it looks really good. It looks a lot more aggressive. And then naturally, guys, whenever you put wheel spacers on, it's gonna make the car look a little lower because it's bringing the tire forward. So overall, I think this looks really good. Again, from my experience, this does not rub. Now let's get to the front. So the front's gonna be harder to tell because this car is just so high from the front, but there's one angle, and then here it is from the side. And then again, let's compare that to OEM. So you guys can tell, obviously, this is gonna be a lot more sunken in. I'm sorry if the camera isn't doing it justice, guys. I'm trying my best to get some decent angles. It's hard to like really show wheel spacers on video. In person, it's way easier. So now, personally, guys, I actually think this looks really good. I would definitely not go any bigger than this on the front. As a matter of fact, you can probably get away with like a 12 mil or 13 mil. I can't remember the exact size increments, but you can do a little smaller because I do think this is gonna poke out a little bit. You guys can probably tell. So yeah, I think the 15 mil is still good, but definitely do not go bigger than this. So what was 20 minutes for me was just an instant for you guys. But with that said, we have the wheel spacers now installed on the passenger side, on the driver's side. We are all good, we are all set. So again, huge thank you and shout out to the guys over at Keys Motorsports for sending these over and a whole bunch of other things for the G80 M3. But while I was actually doing this, guys, I can't help but think, so obviously I have the G80 M3 over here, but over here, I have the X5. And on the X5, we definitely need some wheel spacers. These wheels are so sunken in. I don't even think 15 mils will do justice on the rears of these things. Maybe on the front, but on the rear, we need something a little more aggressive. Maybe when I put some aftermarket wheels on the M3, I'll take those wheel spacers and I'll toss them over on the X5. But for now, we're gonna rock these for a little while. All right, so now onto that mod that I kept on teasing. Now, let me just say, guys, once I got these wheel spacers and I was planning on installing them on the G80 M3, I already knew all the comments were gonna be like, you need to lower the car, the wheel gap is so bad, why are you installing spacers, you need to lower the car. Guys, I know. That's why we have this right over here. That's right, guys, we have some lowering springs from AST for the G80 M3, and this thing is finally gonna get lowered because as of right now, the rear actually doesn't look too bad, but the front is just, that's just unacceptable. Anyways, guys, we will be installing that on the G80 sometime soon, especially now that the weather is nicer. I just don't really have time right now to install them. I would have loved to install them before doing the spacers, but this will hopefully give you a little teaser of what's to come. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the other mods yet, but we do have some more stuff coming for this G80 M3. So if you guys want to see all that, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. It helps me way more than you think. Again, huge shout out and thank you to Keys Motorsports. If you guys want these wheel spacers or anything else from their store, links will be down in the description below. But with that said, this video is pretty much done, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
All mind if you don't listen that much, but some of y'all don't listen at all. The same they be pushing, yo.